Let's talk about one of the biggest technological shifts happening right now, something called generative AI. And believe me, this isn't just about new gadgets or faster computers. We're talking about a technology that is fundamentally changing what it means to create.
Think about this for a second. For decades, we've used machines to do things, right? To automate tasks, to calculate, to follow our instructions. But what happens when they go beyond just doing and start actually creating things on their own? Well, that's not science fiction anymore. That's the world we're stepping into right now.
So what is this stuff really? Put simply, generative AI is technology that can make brand new, original content, things that have never existed before. We're talking about an AI that can write an email, sure, but it can also write a poem, it can compose a song, it can even dream up a stunning piece of art from just a few words you give it. And this is where things get really interesting, because this is a whole new kind of creation. It's a huge leap from basic automation to what you could almost call artistry. So what's the engine driving all of this? Well, at its heart, it all comes down to the language engine core. This is the foundation that everything else is built on. And the speed of this evolution has been absolutely mind-blowing. I mean, back in 2020, models like GPT-3 were pioneers, but they only understood text. Fast forward just a few years, and you have models like Gemini that are natively multimodal. That means they were built from the ground up to understand text, images, and sound all at once. The difference is just night and day. And you gotta know, this isn't a one-horse race. It's a whole landscape of innovation. You've got major players like OpenAI, Google, Meta, Anthropic, and they're all pushing the boundaries in different ways. Some are going for raw power, others for making it open and accessible, and some are really focused on safety. It's this competition that's fueling the fire. Okay, so this foundation in language is powerful, but now we're taking it beyond words and into the senses. This is what we're calling the multimodal explosion. The leap here is just enormous. We've gone from an AI that could only read and write to one that can see a picture, listen to a sound, read your text prompt, and mash all of that together to create something totally new. The doors this opens for creativity are just wide open now. So in the visual world, what does this mean? It means pretty much anyone can be an artist. You can use tools like Stable Diffusion or DALL to just type a sentence and watch a unique image appear. And then there are things like StyleGAN that can generate human faces that are so realistic, you literally can't tell they're not from a photo. The barrier to creating something beautiful is just vanishing. And this revolution isn't just for our eyes, it's for our ears, too. AI can now generate these incredibly human-like voices for things like podcasts or audiobooks. Or it can act like your own personal composer, creating completely original music in any style you can think of, just on demand. And we're not talking about some random, robotic noise here. These AI models are getting sophisticated enough to actually craft music designed to make you feel something specific: joy, sadness, excitement. The AI is becoming a real partner in composition. But what happens when you combine all of it? When you put the text and the images and the sound all together? Well, then you get to the most immersive frontier of them all: video. The newest models coming out, like Sora from OpenAI, are doing for video what DALL did for pictures. You can just type a description and it generates a high-definition, coherent video clip right in front of you. And these aren't just random moving images. They're constructing tiny, engaging stories from scratch. All right, so the technology is obviously really cool, but is anyone actually using it? Let's dive into how AI is showing up in the real world and how industries are jumping on board. Get ready for this number: 55%. According to a recent poll from Gartner, that's how many organizations are already using or at least piloting generative AI. So no, this is not some far-off future trend. It is a massive mainstream shift that is happening right now. And here's the wild part. You are almost certainly using it already, maybe without even realizing it. This tech is being woven into the tools we all use every single day. It's Google making your photos look better, Salesforce putting AI assistants right inside of Slack, or Adobe building a creative copilot directly into Photoshop. So let's bring this all home. With all this change, what does our co-creative future actually look like? What does this all mean for us? When you really boil it down, the impact spreads out into three huge areas.
First, it's democratizing creativity. You don't have to be a trained expert anymore. Second, it's giving productivity a massive shot in the arm. And third, it's forcing whole industries to completely transform how they work.
So, if you're going to remember just 3 things from all of this, let it be these. 1. Creativity is being handed to everyone. 2. That's leading to huge boosts in productivity and innovation. And 3. Those 2 things combined are fundamentally transforming the business world as we know it. And really, this all points to a pretty profound idea. We are walking into a brand new era. One where the line between human imagination and machine generation isn't just getting blurry, it's disappearing. The two are starting to merge into something else entirely. Which leaves us with the biggest question of all. As our own creativity and our own imagination start to fuse with the almost limitless potential of these new tools, what on earth are we going to create next?